Hello English 11 students, and welcome to the video for Quarter 4, Week 4, Day 1. This video is for those students who are absent from class. As a reminder, everything you say, do, or type is recorded, so please keep it school appropriate. And as always, there is no saving, downloading, or taking pictures of our class ever. The agenda for today is you're going to work from the third and fourth excerpts from Mirza's novel to complete a reflection assignment. You've done one reflection assignment before. This is the second one that you'll be working on. If you did not complete the work for excerpt 3 or excerpt 4, you should spend your time in class doing that now. If you're watching this video because you're absent, you should be working on that first. You can't do the reflection until you've done the excerpt 3 and 4 work. And the excerpt 3 and 4 work is worth more points. So please complete those first before doing today's reflection. All right, so from the home page, click on this week's dates. You should see an item that says Reflection 2 of 2. Go ahead and open that up. You'll also want to open your work for Excerpt 3 and Excerpt 4 so you can go back and look at them. All right, so looking at the directions, again, you will eventually write a narrative that also explores the expectations and assumptions that people have about gender roles in society. So you're going to look back at the work that you've done for Excerpt 3 and 4. And then answer the analysis questions below. Then brainstorm how you might use the same techniques that the author uses from those excerpts in your own narrative. Again, these are not set in stone, so if you write something here today about how you will use something, but then you change your mind later, that's completely fine. We're just trying to get you thinking about this process before you're given the task to actually write the story. So if you look at number 1, it says reread the dialogue below from excerpt 3. So you don't have to read the whole excerpt, just this part right here in bold, right? Are you happy? He asked. I am, she said, and then she twisted again the row of bangles on her wrist. I am content. My parents are happy. Why do you think Mirza adds in the detail about Amira twisting the bangles on her wrist, right? And bangles are like bracelets. How do her short sentences and her actions help the reader understand the situation better? Make sure you're answering both parts of that question. Number 2, what is one way that you could use a combination of dialogue and actions to convey how a character is feeling in your own narrative? Question number 3. Question 4 from the third excerpt asked, what does the author want the reader to feel as they watch Amar and Amira speak for the last time? What does the author do to develop this particular mood? What mood do you want to establish in your narrative? And what is one way that you could make sure that the reader feels it? Okay, once you're finished with that, you'll move on to the second part, right? The analysis of excerpt 4, or just these last two questions. Number 5, it says in excerpt 4, Mirza shifted away from using a third-person narrator and gave us a first-person narrator through the use of Baba's letter to Amar. What is one advantage of shifting to a first-person perspective, right? How does that help the reader, or how does that maybe help the author or make things easier for the reader or for the author? And number 6, what type of narrator do you want to use in your story? Do you want it to be first person, where your main character is using the word I over and again? Or do you want to use third person, right? Like you've seen in excerpts 1, 2, and 3, where you have almost like a spirit-like narrator, right? Somebody who can see and understand everything, including what's going on in characters' heads, but is not actually part of the story themselves. And then why do you want to select that type of narrator, right? What advantage or what reason do you have for selecting that type of narrator? All right. And that, once you've finished answering those 6 questions, that's it for today. Thank you for your hard work. Please make sure that you're turning that assignment in before midnight on Wednesday. Student support is available from 7:45 to 8:45 every morning. And the academic check-in time for our class is from 10:30 to 10:50 on Wednesday, should you need that. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing your work.